What's up, YouTube? Wanted to make a little video on this side-by-side I just picked up. Well, I suppose I've had it for probably about a month now, but haven't had it too long. Haven't got to use it a whole lot yet because the weather's been kind of crappy and whatnot. Just haven't really had a need to use it yet, but I was looking for a side-by-side for the farm out here and came across this one. I was originally looking for, a Polaris Ranger or something kind of like that, but this thing came up, and I'm a big fan of diesels, and I'm a big fan of Kubotas in general, so this being a Kubota and a Kubota diesel was caught my attention. I'd never really heard a whole lot about these. I know that they're really slow. Other than that, though, they're really good machines. They're just not really designed for speed. But this is a 2008 Kubota RTV 900. It is four-wheel drive, diesel-powered, hydrostatic transmission. And when I bought it, actually, it was literally just the machine and the roll cage, the cab. I bought separately. I bought the cab maybe 2 or 3 days after I purchased the side-by-side. I drove up near Des Moines to pick that up. Some guy had it for sale off of a machine that they had removed it from. All in all, super happy with it. It's in fairly good shape for what it is, and for being as old as it is. Definitely got a little bit of wear and tear on it, but I mean, it's been used on a farm previous to me owning it, and it's going to continue to get used on a farm, so I wasn't looking for anything super fancy to begin with. The machine itself has 1,700 hours on it, I believe, so relatively low hours for the diesel engine. And then I'm trying to remember. I think I gave $5,800 for the machine itself. So not a steal, but also I feel like I got a pretty decent deal on it considering what some of these go for. I know this is the older version, but still, everyone that I see, cab or no cab, usually tends to be around the $10,000 mark. So I feel like $5,800 was a pretty good buy. And then I ended up picking up the cab for $1,000. That was the roof, the windshield, both doors, and the rear windshield, as well as an overhead console for the inside. And then I also managed to pick up, there's a bedside there, a tailgate here, and another bedside there, because my bedsides are not in terrible shape, but a little rusty in the corners. And then my tailgate is pretty rotten at the bottom. Although I think that this tailgate looks a little bit nicer than this one. This one is far less rusty, so don't know if or when I'll put that guy on there, but I figured, he had them, so I might as well pick them up. But the previous owner had recovered the seats, so they have brand new seat covers on them. Inside, it's pretty bare bones. This particular machine doesn't have the speedometer, not that you really need it. It only goes 25 miles an hour top speed, so. But, you got your four-wheel drive here, your high, medium, low, and reverse, headlights, ignition key, got a horn that doesn't have the button. It works, I touched a screwdriver to it, but. And over here you've got your parking brake and your hydraulic dump bed. That's one of the coolest things about this compared to like a Ranger or like a Can-Am or, whatever. I know Gators have power dump beds. I don't know if they are hydraulic or if every listing always says power dump bed. So I assume that it has it's an electrical powered cylinder that lifts it. I'm not too sure. I know for a fact this is hydraulic. It's all ran off of a big cylinder in the rear, and the bed itself actually has 1,100 pounds of lifting capacity. So the bed will lift a ton of weight when you go to dump it. But it's got this nice Kubota glass windshield, glass in the doors, The rear window is just poly, unfortunately, but still got to do some tidying up of some wires in here that I got to get zip tied up because I didn't have the console in here immediately. I need to zip tie some of this stuff up, but I got the wipers all working, and I've got this overhead console here. I'd like to put a little bit nicer radio in it, but the radio and the speakers all work. And it doesn't have a heater, unfortunately. This cab was removed from a Kubota that had a heater, so it has a switch up here for a heater, fan, dome light, wipers, and then 2 auxiliary switches. It has a bunch of extra wires that come out of it. Let's see here. Fire it up. She is a little temperamental when it's cold out, I will say, but I have a Kubota diesel 0-turn mower as well, and it's the same way. You gotta really let the glow plugs warm up before you even try and crank it. So we'll give her a few seconds here and fire her up. Didn't wait long enough. She's a little temperamental when it's cold. Probably could use a new set of glow plugs. And I haven't started this thing in probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks. It's been sitting in the garage here, so just finally got around to making a video. Yeah, I mean, it purrs like a kitten. It runs great. Flip my tank over, but it'll be alright. But pretty awesome little machine. Very happy with it. Excited to get some use out of it here on the farm. Oh, I was gonna show too. I got the overhead console just wired up over here. This switch was already in here, so I just wired it to that because it was easy. But turn that switch on, and everything comes on up there. You can turn your fan on. And it's got the radio up here that I'm not gonna mess with. You can turn the wipers on. But anyway. No, overall, super happy with it. I would like to find a front brush guard for it or build one possibly, but not really a necessity. As much as I loved having the enclosed cab, I'm really excited for summertime when I can pull the doors off because, I don't know, it's just a little annoying getting in and out of with the doors on. But having the windshield and the roof will definitely be nice because it didn't have that before. It was just open roll cage, so definitely looking forward to that. But anyway, I suppose that's gonna do it on this video. I don't know if I've ever made a video of the mower that I have. It's not anything spectacular, but I might possibly throw that into either this video or another one here. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if I run into any issues or anything else I do to this machine, I would like to share it on here with you guys. So I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.